Hello, welcome to West Anime Sims. My name is Kelvin, and how are you doing? We are back with another speed build. This time we travel all the way to Italy, and we are going to build a Italian harbour town. So this is my first time doing a build on a beach lot, especially in the Sims 2. And instead of doing a tropical style beach lot, I'm going to do a little bit different, a bit of an European Mediterranean style. So as you can see, I have done a few things already. I built the layout of 3 different buildings. It's going to be a community lot at first, but upstairs will be considered apartments, but you can have mods to have mixed community and residential lots. So it's similar to the Malaysian shophouses I did the last time. And one thing distinctive about this is I did some arch columns as in front to have those really nice looking arches. That arch column is actually from the Sims 2 University. I have never done this before, and yeah, this is pretty good to integrate different packs that are different tools that I've never done it usually. So it's good to discover new things. So one thing to note about Sims 2 beach lots that they are spaced by 5s. For example, 3 by 5, 6 by 5, or 5 by 5. So the by 5 is actually there are 10 units of seawater that Sims can go out and swim, and also another 10 units which is sandy beach area. So the actual building lot is the rest with the other 3 units, 30 squares, and also another 30 squares wide across the street. So after leveling the terrain, there's a really sharp top to the beach area. That's okay, and that's not editable, by the way. So I use a staircase to connect to the beach area so Sims can go all the way down to the beach and have fun hanging out at the beach there. As you can see here, all the lots are 3 stories high. I rarely do anything above 2 stories. 3 stories is usually my limit, and 3 stories high is definitely a challenge, and the pictures I saw is more higher than that. I'm just going to extend it to 3 stories, and that's about it. Get the look and feel of Italian harbour. I have underestimated the time needed to finish this build because there are a lot of elements that come into play. The beach, the community lots, the apartments on top, and it's 3 stories tall. So yeah, this speed build is going to be one of the first one, but that is already have cut off a lot of mistakes, a lot of fiddling through or extracting through the color scheme, the layout changes, and so on. So while you're watching the harbour town coming into place, a little quick announcement about West Anime Sims. I am so happy and thankful that we have reached over 200 subscribers. Thank you so much. This is amazing that I would have never thought my channel would grow a little bit more faster, but it's still a little slow, but it's fine. I'm not really into chasing after numbers. I'm just doing it for the fun heck of it. And also I have concluded the Sims life stories with both Vincent and Riley's stories. They are all up in the playlist, and you can watch all the episodes and all the drama over there. And we've already started the Sims pet stories with the best in show with Alice and Sam. You do need to check it out. It's pretty fun. So for Mediterranean style, I have a few windows that have shutters, that have some flower boxes that stick out from them. It seems like they have plants hanging out on the windows and balconies. Also did the fake balconies out the windows in one of the buildings, and I put potted plants as well. So for the outside, I use a lot of bright colors because that's what the reference pictures I have. Also, this look also is inspired by the movie Duca. So the town is like the Porto Rosso. If you guys watch the movie, it is so good. I'm really inspired by this style of town, but seems kind of fish here, but it's a harbor side town. And on the interiors, as you can see later, I use a little more rustic, more brown and brick red kind of a feeling for most of the ornaments and most of the props to give it a more organic, more rustic looking feel. So I started off in the middle building. I want to have a little cafe, seems to hang out and drink at the coffee shop, sit outside to chill. And on the other side, at the corner there, at the yellow building will be a grocery store, so Sims can buy the stuff. I was thinking of a gelato shop, but Sims don't have ice cream sell in the Sims. Sims 1, that was available in the Sims 1, or even the Sims 3 even have a ice cream shop, which Sims 2 had the same. And on the other side, which is the larger building, there we'll have a bar. And later on, I feel like I should have a sports bar instead, so that Sims will hang out, you can watch some football and chill with their friends. So since they are in the harbour area or the beach lot, so I have put some nautical items to it, like the ship's wheel and some model ships, and also some oars from, I think, the Sims 2 Family Fun Stuff Pack. So just to remind them they are by the sea, so they have the nautical feel to it. So moving on up at the apartments upstairs, so the first one, which is the one above the sports bar, it's a really large lot. So I would have a huge family of 5 Sims, maybe 2 parents and 3 kids, to have a huge apartment area. So they have a more traditional family style. In the bedrooms, especially the teenage bedroom and that share the same bedroom, I have it a little bit more modern style to it, give a little bit more personality. For the apartment in the blue building, which is above the coffee shop, I would have maybe imagined a couple who is into art and music, so their style is a bit out of the world. So we do recall the Renaissance is actually starting in Italy, so the explosion of art, science, and music started in the Renaissance era. So the last apartment will be the one above the grocery store. Maybe I imagine a single sim who is into a lot of the modern style to it, so more off and the rest of build, but it still has the similar color scheme with the rest of the apartments. So it is not too far out of the realm of this lot. So at the outside of the build, which is near the beach, a huge plaza area. I do recall in the movie Luca has a fountain in the middle of the town square, so I tried to replicate that. So after building this whole lot, I do realize the plaza is a little bit empty. So after the recording, I actually planted some trees and added a little more columns that are really romantic. I think it's from Sims Celebration. If I will put out the screenshots of the final product in my Tumblr, so you can check it out. Looks like. Now lastly is at the beach lot that is accessible downstairs. So there's not a lot I want to put in because I want to leave it as much space as possible so Sims can do a little bit of sunbathing, can build sandcastles, can even comb for seashells, like what all the features in the Sims 2 Bon Voyage pack have. So basically I just have umbrellas and some lounges along the coastline. Okay, this is pretty much the end of my speed build of this Italian harbour town. What do you think about this build? Do leave me a comment, and do remind that I actually did a lot of things off the camera because I still feel there's a lot of changes need to be done to make it look prettier. So you will see the final product of the download, and also the screenshots will be a little bit different. So do check it out later on in my Tumblr, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to West Anime Sims for updates on retro Sims content. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye!